So yeah, last night, or yesterday I should say, I did a video where I talked about the Metal Men movie happening, and like I said, I'm really looking forward to it because basically from what it sounds like, it feels like from what this Boris Kit was talking about, or kind of alluding to from what they could tell, just based on the resume that the Celeste Ballard has, what they're feeling the direction of the movie could go genre-wise is comedic. Not saying it's not going to have its moments in there, because the metal men have been known to, as described in the article, go from somber to comedic and back and forth. They've been known to do that. But when I look at the, like I said, the potential with the Metal Men, I look at the fact that it's probably going to lend itself more to comedic roots or comedic elements, if you will. That's what it's going to do. It's going to lend itself more to the comedic elements that's available to it. But again, I'm not going to rule out any somberness or any certain moments that you get in these kind of family films, which, this is going to be. Unless they do kind of pull the trigger and say, hey, we're going to go PG-13. I could, like I said, I could see this going the route, that normally a lot of family films go. And if it's going to be an animated family superhero comedy, again, I could see that being the case. I could see it will mostly be there for laughs and all that, but you also have your moments. And to me, what this does, with the characters that they're going to be focusing on, to me, it opens the door. It opens the door for a lot of these kind of ideas to really come forth. I mean, like I said before, you have the Plastic Man movie or whatever project it's going to be, being more of a Plastic Woman deal, due to the fact that, assumedly, the lead in the film is going to be female. Thus, the assumption is, with the lead being female, that basically the Plastic Man character, who's normally male, is going to be female. So it's going to be interesting how they play into that and how creative they get with that, depending on where they are development-wise right now. So to me, not only does that open the possibilities of whatever they can do, with characters like the Plastic Man or Plastic Woman character, but like I said, it opens the door for, what they can do animation-wise with the Metal Men, because if they could take their CGI, the computer-generated imagery, as far as that technology has come nowadays, and apply it to a possible live-action take on the Plastic Man, Plastic Woman, story, then, again, as I've said before, the possibilities are very, very, very endless. There's no getting around that. So to me, I can definitely see, basically, how unlimited, they could go with not just, the Plastic Man, Plastic Woman movie, but from an animation standpoint, how far they could go unlimitedly with the Metal Men animated film. Because with animation, CGI or not, you basically, the only limitation is your imagination. And to me, the Metal Men offer an unlimited amount of possibilities of what they could do, with the characters. Like I said, with Platinum, when they made their appearance in the Batman Brave and the Bold, she was being very flirtatious with Batman. I mean, to the point that she wanted to be a chair that he would sit on, literally sit on her face, because his face was on the seat. She became a disc to help him out. She became, a nail to help out. I mean, it was alluded to basically in that appearance that she was very flirtatious with Bruce, with Batman. Even though some people have said that it's kind of wrong that they would do that, because in the original story, she's always had a thing for the Doctor. And that might be something they explore too. But like I said, in today's day and age, they may go the other route. Like I said, they may go the LGBTQ route with Platinum. And, the way they would do this, like I said, is I feel, because, this has been very noticeable in a lot of superhero theatrical adaptations, live action or animated, that they will possibly replace a male character, an established male character, well, semi-established male character, with a female. I mean, everybody who wants a good if anybody wants a good example of that, or even points out to a good example, look at the Ancient One, in Doctor Strange. The Ancient One in Doctor Strange and even Avengers Endgame basically was female. They weren't of Asian descent or anything like that. They were female. That's kind of conducting with the fact that the Ancient One could be anyone or anything. So, so there was that, loophole right there, for Marvel and Disney and all of them to use. And, with Warner and DC, mostly Warner, they could use the excuse of, hey, just because, the original Metal Men had mostly all guys and one girl, doesn't mean we can't change it up and go 2 gals, 1 guy. 2 gals and, 3 guys or whatever. Because they could, and I feel they might. And like I said, in today's day and age, I wouldn't put it past them to do something like that with the characters. Again, I can understand, Platinum, having a thing for the Doctor and everything, and that hopefully being kept intact perhaps. But, to me, I could see them, like I say, going that route of, having the, let's say, the character Mercury be female instead of male, and her and Platinum having an attraction towards each other that basically lends itself to make viewers believe that there could be, an LGBTQ relationship, on the horizon with them. So, again, there's a lot of possibilities, folks, of what they could do here. And again, it's only limited to their imagination. And their imagination, especially when it comes to animation, is unlimited for what they can do. And, I can't wait to see what they come up with. I can't really wait to see what they come up with. And when I look at these kind of stories, in the fact that, you have Warner Animation, and even you have Warner from an animation standpoint and a live action standpoint going down the routes of a Metal Men, and, as well as the Plastic Man / Plastic Woman deal. To me, like I've said before, the possibilities open up for a lot of other kind of stories to be done. For example, like I said, I look at Mr. Internet Man's Mystic Makeover series and his Demonica and Exotica characters, and I'm like, yeah, that opens up a lot of possibilities. I look at Joven 16's Nano Shift deal and Trouble TRO's Pink Benefits deal, and to me, those open up a lot of possibilities too. The fact is, when you get down to it, like I've said before, hearing about the Metal Men happening, even though it's going to be an animated film, and then you kind of cope that, or you kind of put that together with what they're planning to do from a live action standpoint with the Plastic Man, Plastic Woman deal. And obviously we are now in a day and age where anything, and I mean anything, is possible. Anything can happen. Any kind of idea can be taken and made into a movie, made into a live action series, stuff like that. But that's just my opinion. We'll have to wait and see what they do. I mean, I'd love to see something on Nano Shift, and I would love to see something, similar to Nano Shift, and something similar to the Mystic Makeover. Wouldn't you? But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Comment if you like. Live chat during the premiere. Like the video. Check me out at my Teespring store. Check me out at BW Rose Discussions and all that. Also check me out at BW Roses on Patreon. on in VENMO, as well as at VENMO, if you will, at brian-warmer.2. And I will talk to you guys all later. I got to get ready to train to start my new job. I'll talk to you later.